Hello, Simply Exploring and Adventuring with Lewis. And today we're coming to you from the sweetest place on earth, Hershey, Pennsylvania. And as you can see right behind me, that is Hershey Park. But we're not here for the park today. We are here for another place here in Hershey. We are here for the Hershey Gardens. And as you can hear right behind me, the park did officially open today. I think today is April 1st, right? Yes, okay. So the park did, actually yesterday was the first official day of Hershey Park opening for the season. And you can probably hear behind me occasionally the people enjoying themselves on the ride. But like I said, we're not here for that this time. Hopefully we'll make it there sometime this year or this summer or in the future. But like I said, again, we're gonna be here for the Hershey Gardens. And like always, you're invited to come along and go inside with me as well. So let's get ready to head in. Join me as we go into the Hershey Gardens here. So here's the atrium here, the Butterfly Atrium, and the conservatories over there. So we are standing probably almost right in the middle. Oh, cool. Right here, and then there's the educational horticultural wing. So I think we're gonna start with the horticultural ring first. So we'll walk around here. We'll go into the butterfly garden as well. Now if they don't allow me to film in there, I will apologize. But right here. Oh wow, they have hydroponics as well. So if you have a green thumb and like gardens and stuff, oh wow, that's called a Calamandan orange. It's an orange tree type of tree. Never heard of it, but that's the first time. Longleaf fig. Does not have any fruit right now. Hey. Wow. You can get an early view of the Swan Lake path over here from inside of the educational. And there's a display there from Penn State Health. Really, if you needed to know.
Okay, I'll sit right here with them.
Oh, awesome. So if you need to learn a little bit about here. Cool. That's awesome. That is awesome. Get a little bit of education here, and they even classify them. Jewels. Wow, neat. Look at that, yeah. When they're still in the chrysalis stage. Don't want to give everything away. So again, and then you can head out and go out. We can go out later afterwards to the rest of the gardens. We're probably going to go to the butterfly garden first, since we're already here. I don't know if my admission includes the butterfly or not.
Oh. Hi there. Are you
Hello.
ready to head into the
Sure.
atrium? It looks like you came prepared
Mm-hmm.
to make some memories.
Yes. Thank you.
Have you been to the atrium before?
No, I've never been here at all. Yeah. This is my first time into the gardens.
Yeah, so while you're inside, you're going to see butterflies from all over the world.
Although ironically, my niece and my nephew, well, my nephew still goes to Milton Hershey,
Oh, nice.
and my niece already graduated from Milton Hershey. So I remember this place from when she was at Catherine Hall.
Yeah, it's about time you've been here then,
Yeah.
right? So while you're inside, we do ask a couple things. We ask that you watch where your feet fall in the path, because sometimes the butterflies are right down there.
Okay.
And we ask that you don't touch the butterflies, obviously, because they're pretty fragile. Looks like you're going to have your hands full, though. So yeah. Let's get you in there.
Okay, thank you. Wow, it's warm in here. Sheesh. It is warm. Oh, wow. So you are allowed to film and take pictures and everything here, obviously. So I'm going to take as many pictures as I can. So one thing they said is to make sure we look down as well, because then you might miss this beautiful thing. Oh, wow. So I got to make sure I'm looking down as well as up. Wow. Look at the butterflies around. Wow. I've seen those before. The ones with the blue wings before. Down on the, wow. Beautiful. A friend of mine down in Wrightsville has a butterfly tree, and I went to his house one day, and it was so beautiful to see the butterflies on his tree. So yeah, I gotta be careful where I'm stepping now, because oh wow, feeding on a banana there. Oh wow, and pineapple. Oh wow, sheesh, they're just all beautiful. I said I've never been here myself. Wow, look at that guy. I gotta look around, make sure I'm not stepping on anything. Oh, wow, that was neat. Look at that. Just have to look all over the place. Oh, wow, neat. There's the cacao tree right here. So as you saw in my Hershey story video, when I went and made my own truffles and all that, they explain a lot of this, the information about the cacao trees and all that. The Arboretum cacao, which means fruit of the gods. And it's an amazing place to get a lot of pictures. I'm going to walk around because there's a young lady getting a lot of photos too as well. She has a nice camera. Oh wow, look at that. It's hard to focus my attention because they're just flying all over me, all over the place here. Wow. Have you seen another one of those earlier? Get it really close up. Oh, they like a lot of fruits. They like kiwi, they like orange, they got star fruit, and bananas. Wow. I'm trying to avoid the big old elephant ear plants here. Now the butterfly garden here is pretty small, but it's You gotta see a lot of, oh wow, neat. The Chrysalis Cabinet. So it shows you their life cycle. Wow.
That's where the butterflies turn into butterflies.
Yep, the different stages. These look like they're chrysalis stage. Oh, these are the cocoons. Yeah. So if you've never been here, it's an awesome place to bring little kids to, because they are so inquisitive. And there's the different chrysalises, and they show you what the butterfly looks like in its adult stage. Oh wow, they're neat. There's a room in there. Oh, and they keep them also, the humidity levels. There's a spider in there, Tarantula, but I don't see him at the moment. He might be hidden in there, inside that little, it's called the red rump tarantula from Mexico and Central America. Scarlet. And if you look down, there's also butterflies on the floor. Very tropical-like in here. Feels almost summer-like in here. There's the Atlas moth. That's one of the ones we saw over there sitting on the fruit earlier. But it's still in its chrysalis, right in there. There's the chrysalis. It's from India, Sri Lanka to China, Malaysia, and Indonesia. Oh, it's a silk moth. Oh, wow. So now we're going to go around to the bug zone. And again, there's one on the floor. I think that must be the Atlas moth right there. There's another Atlas moth, I think. And what do we have here? And where is it at? Oh, it's up there. It's hidden up there in the corner. There's Pinky, the metallic pink toe tarantula. Okay, there's Pinky. And we have a scorpion in here somewhere. Oh, there he is. He's way in there. He's hidden inside there. He is keeping away from us. He doesn't want to come out right now. The Asian forest scorpion. Let's see if you can find him. Oh, there they are. Right there. These are Vietnamese walking sticks. Right here. You can probably see them better from right there, from the other side. There's several of them in there. At least 3 of them. Oh, more. There's a whole bunch of them. They're all up on the net up there. So. And then what do we have here? A jungle nymph, spiny stick insect from Malaysia. He's right there. They can grow up to 5 inches. Males have wings and can fly. Females use their spiny legs to jab at potential threats. And if you look carefully, there's one over there in the underneath the leaf there, hiding a little bit there. And there's another one up on the net. We're not allowed to touch them, so being respectful. And the tailless whip scorpion. Oh wow, look at that. Never seen it. Yeah, right there. From Nicaragua. Wow, he's right in there underneath that leaf. If you can see him. It's hard to see with the glare, so I'm going to try to put it right up against the glass there so you can see it. So that's a tailless scorpion. Never heard of that. And then this is a Chilean rose hair tarantula, and he is inside his little hut there. Let's see if we can focus in a little bit on him a little bit. Sorry for the beautiful, look at that. You can actually follow them sometimes. There's a whole bunch up there. If you look up on the skylight, you can see a whole bunch of them up there sitting up on the top edges. Beautiful. Oh wow, I didn't even see him. He's on the orchid right there. Oh wow. Beautiful. Iris, actually. It said orchid and it's a giant iris. Let's see if I can follow some of these. That's why they said be careful around, because they do fly low, so like this guy does.
Nope, this one's a sulfur.
There it is. Okay, I was gonna
That
say.
was a sulfur. This one's an eastern comma, and then there's also a question mark. That look very much the same. It's just there's
That's the guy I've been following a little bit here. They're amazing, beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, there's, wow, beautiful.
They're pretty.
Let me get him.
So. And then you'll want to make sure you check out the Chrysalis Cabinet back there.
Okay.
Top right section, those are North Americans that came in yesterday. The bottom row is stunning. It is stunning. They are live in there. That's a Mexican thrillet.
Now I'm waiting to exit here. Japanese cedar. And I believe now, no, the Japanese garden is back that way. But I'm just going to walk through this arbor here and come over here to this, and then we'll work our way back to the Japanese gardens. Now this is probably the largest. That normally would be columbine, New York aster. I saw, what was it again? Turtlehead is over there. There's many different species here of plants for you plant lovers. This is the herb garden, but unfortunately, like I said, oh, actually they do have chives. Not everything is alive yet. Making sure that I got it. There's fig. So if this is the common fig, what it looks like. But it even looks beautiful even without nothing. It looks like they trimmed it already because that helps with the growth, I believe. What is here? Oh, lamb's here. I should have known that. I did work at a, oh, what do you call it? I know the name of the place now. I can't think of it. Lemongrass. Using Kai cooking. It's dead right now, but it will be alive soon. Peppermint, menta. What do you call it? You know where you buy your plants at. I know the name of the place. I can't think of it right now. Like a garden center type place. And I had learned some of the names of the plants, but a lot of them have escaped me since. Oh wow, this does go around more. Wow. Okay. There's the Milton S. Hershey Tribute Garden. You can see that. There's more stuff that way. That's where we're probably heading now, to the Tribute Garden. I want to see everything as much as possible. Hopefully, like I said, my battery will hold up. I forgot to bring my backup battery to plug the phone into. And when I started the video, I wasn't actually fully 100% also, because I thought I had my phone plugged in, charging while we were driving here. Christmas rose. Again, we've seen some of these earlier, but and then they're in different colors. Oh wow, I didn't even realize that. I just walked by it. Oh, they did fresh mulching. Hey, there's spice bush. Oriental spice bush. This is an Oriental spice bush. Wow. See, sometimes you gotta take the time. Unfortunately, we can't smell the roses, which is funny because we're in a big giant garden, but nothing is red bud to the rosebud, if you know that. Nice little bench here. Ostrich Fern. And like I said, you can still see a little color, not much yet, but there's another little off trail here. Looks like they mulched it a little while back because it's already starting to get light colored already. Usually that would be probably darker than the dirt there if this was freshly mulched. Oh wow. And it looks like it ends right there. That's more for the team that keeps this beautiful like this. And again, it looks like more daffodils over there. I know what this is, but I can't remember what these are. Might be more daffodils. And we'll walk this way. All we did was a little loop, so we missed just a little bit of the path here. It's just so much to do and see here. I'm so amazed. If you hear in the different distance, that's the train over there in Hershey Park itself. That's tooting its horn. Oh wow, this thing continues on. Oh my goodness, this thing is great. They said it's about a mile walk if you did the whole entire and I see numbers. I don't know if the gate numbers correspond to something, but I wanted to go to the Japanese garden, and we're at what they call the perennial garden now. But we will pick up again at some point once I get back around. So now I'm going to see if I can find my way back to the path. So I kind of backtracked here, and we had walked by this earlier. This takes you to the Japanese garden here, and there's like so much to see and do on either side. So normally this will be filled with water and probably koi fish and stuff, but they haven't quite. They haven't filled it up yet, so I'm sure later in the summer months this will be looking nicer and beautiful. But this is the Japanese garden here. And I'm kind of going filming out a little bit out of order. I wanted to try to do it in close to the way the map shows you to walk around. You know, you can walk in any direction you want. There's boxwood. And like I said, there's a little bench area where you can go sit and just enjoy. You know, if you're not pressed for time, but I believe they're open from 9 to 5 daily. This is a Saturday. Oh, wow. So when we started out, we were over there earlier, so you can actually loop and go around again to the bridge, or just continue this way. There's the hoop house. Oh, okay. So I see what's going on here. Okay, I see what happened now. Never mind. Earlier, I visited this little garden here. This is the children's garden right here, so you can come over here, and just to remind you that you're in Hershey as well. I don't think I did the full walk around here, but if you look carefully over there, there's your upside down kisses. And then right over here, half bar full. Oh no. Kids I got there quick. Okay. Beautiful.
No. They're not pushed on right now.
Should do it from the other side, but they look cool. So there's the conservatory. 3/4, 9/12, 12/12. If you look at it, the big bricks here have the Hershey logo. So you won't forget where you're at. So basically, I came back to the children's area, to the children's garden. Oh, cool! I didn't even see that. There's like a little thing you can play, like almost like a recorder or a xylophone. Yeah, there's a kid playing. this is the what they call the outer path. We came through the Japanese garden, which I forgot to get a picture of this thing. Looks like a kind of like a lantern. So now we're walking the outer path on the other side of the Japanese garden, right beside the children's. I see why. Because I came out through there. So, like I said, this is gonna be kind of loopy when I put this video together. Things are gonna look like they're out of order, but there's a method to my madness. And now we're going through gate 17, because obviously they can close each section so that people won't come and do any damage, try to climb over and do any damage and stuff. Please stop carving on the trees. It's a weeping beech. Wow, yeah. It's a shame. It hurts the tree more than people believe carving does. I know it's nice to try to put your name on stuff like that, but it's not actually good for the tree. Oh, you got to get that right there. So, sorry if I'm driving you nuts going around in circles like that, spinning around like that. I just realized I had to get a nice shot. Oh wow, look at that. Just like this, but I'm trying to get it without the pole in the way. There's another area where you can sit down and just enjoy the sun and oh, this is the Hershey Tribute Garden is here. Actually, let me just get right here. Hershey Rose. Oh wow, awesome. They honored Milton Hershey by naming a rose back in 1940. The MS Hershey Rose. Beautiful little benches here. And then the garden exit is down that way. Bill Bowman Garden, which is where we're heading next first. So, oh wow. Thank you. I would say follow the yellow brick road, but they ain't yellow. The red brick road. Oh, okay. Cool. We're heading toward the gazebo that I filmed earlier when we first came out of the conservatory, which is right straight in front of us. So we'll get this perspective, and I can see why. I'm not sure what the metal things are. They look like supposed to be simulating something. But this is an amazing perspective from here too. Let's see if I can go to wide angle here. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get it while I have it to myself. I'm going to go to the, oh no, maybe I don't have it to myself. So there are people here. I thought I'd have it to myself, but at least get this view of, from the gazebo here. Just this amazing how peaceful this place is. Wow. Oh, okay, I see. You can also take a shortcut and then around Swan Lake here. But we're not going to take the shortcut. We're going to still go around and find the exit over there. Unless this is it. 'Cause I didn't remember seeing anything else, but High Point. Hershey Park. Later Zoo Reptile House. The Hershey Garden now. Hershey Garden. It used to be called the Hershey Rose Garden. Okay. Conservation. Oh wow. So what you're seeing is the root boy, like we call him, that has moved all over the place, all over the Hershey property. And what you're seeing right there is it's like a fiberglass replica of the original statue that it was at Zoo America. It was in the main park for a while there, and you can see the conservatory from here. And then there's the exit as well, but I want to see if there's anywhere else where we can go, but and we are off to the side here from the gazebo, and then there's this little circle here. Girl chasing butterflies. Let's see if I can get a better view. Gonna go to wide angle now. See if you get a. And you tell me which one do you like, the normal or the wide angle mode? So now we're walking back to where I left off over there. I think the path continues, and like I said, we're gonna come full circle. Sorry, you hear me? I'm breathing hard, and I'm not sure why I'm breathing hard. I mean, I just came up a little bit of steps. That's a bit, which is unusual for me, but. And we're back at the tribute garden, and then we're gonna go to the garden exit and head back toward the conservatory. I was hoping to go to another location today, but unfortunately they're only open 3 days a week nearby here, and I won't reveal the place yet. But I'll have to make another trip back up here. I was hoping, like to say today, to get this and that location done today, but Because other than that, I've already gone to, I mean, haven't done the full chocolate world experience, but I gave you a taste of it in another episode, so be on the lookout for that. And we are walking beside, it's hard to see now, the historic Hershey Lodge, or I think it's Hotel Hershey. It's beside us here, so. And I want to thank Mr. Hershey for building this town to a model that he wanted to bring. And of course, there was some strife that occurred here, as it does, but for the most part, he built a great town and great attractions here now. And again, it's the sweetest place in the world. Not on Earth, in the world. But they'd beg to differ. Oh, okay, I see. Cool. Look at that. I'm gonna back up again, sorry. What you hear again is it's either the train in the park, but I think there's also a freight train line that goes through here, through Hershey, so it might be that. Oh wow. And this is a black and white photo of what this place, if you can see, there's the, can match the picture there. There's the gazebo, and there's the trellis right there, the arbor. So we're looking at this angle right here, and you can see the actual rows. There's the, actually you're looking at this angle right here. Because that bed where the sign is at would be to my right there. So I'm trying to kind of like duplicating the picture here. And then there's the exit to the parking lot, the upper parking lot here. I'm parked at the lower one. There's one more thing to see here, I think, and this is the cottage. Garden cottage here, and there's also restrooms, and if you're thirsty, water vending machines, because right now with COVID, as you know, most places are not opening up their water fountains, and of course they have to make some money off of this too. So it says we are right here in the back, about to exit. And we're probably going to do the loop like this, come around this way like that. We'll follow around to the, in order as much as possible, to 3, 4, and then, where is 5? Oh, the Oak Grove is 5. Okay, so we'll be walking right beside there. Then to the Japanese Gardens, and going near the Arboretum. There's a labyrinth as well. There's a rock garden, native plant garden, herbs. There's a nut grove. And then we're going to pass near that, so I'll come back around, make our way back around this way. Oh, probably come down to the gazebo, to this garden area, this seasonal, and then head back in here, and then come back out, and then head out the front. And there's a cottage garden cottage, almost where we're parked at. So let's head out. Oh wow. That is simply gorgeous, and it's a beautiful day. It's only going to be in the lower 50s today. I wonder if that's the garden cottage over there. It looks like it. Now a lot of things may not be in bloom yet because it is just early spring, so just hope to enjoy this. I wanted to come and do this in the summer month, but there was a special deal. If you purchased the tickets by the 31st, it was only $10. I think it's a little bit more now. And as you can see, Someone's taking pictures over there at the gazebo there. And that right over there is the Hershey Hotel. They also have a the taste of the chocolate tasting thingy thing here. I think it's called Taste of Hershey or whatever, where they have all these chocolatiers and they do the sculptures and you can try out all different kind of stuff. And then I should have just maybe oh, okay, that's the Swan Lake path, like I showed you from the inside. And you can order, put your name on the bricks, buy the bricks and order commemorative pavers. So we're gonna do a quick loop around it. Or I think I'll finish that as doing that instead. That'll be my ending before we go back into the conservatory here. And this was built because of the love of gardening by Mrs. Catherine Hershey. So this was originally their private, this was a private garden for them. And then they decided to open it up to the public. Oh wow. So like I said, nothing is really blooming yet, as you can see. Most of that probably be roses and stuff. So hopefully maybe one day I'll come back again while everything is blooming. And then this is the children's garden. So we'll go through the children's garden just to have a look at it. And normally there'd be a lot of caterpillars covering this. Like I said, this is only early spring, so hardly anything is actually blooming. Like I said, I got this special, but I would try to come back again when it's more stuff is in bloom and it looks more prettier and more fuller. So it's gonna look pretty empty for now. Kisses Fountain Plaza. Okay, the Hoop House Learning Landscape. And right here you can learn about sustainable gardening. And you got a picture. As you can see, a lot of stuff is still not alive yet, but they have a beautiful little koi pond here. There's a beehive, a beekeeping beehive. So right here is so as you can see, the top shelf is for feeding and ventilation. The second one is called the honey super, and then the two lower boxes are the brood boxes. They spend most of their time in the winter months here in the lower two boxes. And then I believe it's the honey super, which is this one right here. Contains the stored honey. Wow. And if it was actually active, you'll see the hyssop right there. And again, like I said, you can just at least look around and stuff. Not much here right now, and probably we won't see a whole lot today, but I will be back hopefully later in the summer when things are a little bit active and more bright, vibrant. But it does look beautiful here. And there's these said nothing is really blooming yet, so there's a blackberry lily there, but a red and gold columbine. There's this cool concrete work. There's the education center, but I don't know if it's open. Doesn't look like it might be open today. Oh no, it is. They have restrooms as well and classrooms, but I don't think too much. They do private programs as well for teaching the kids here. And there's another set of restrooms. And then now we just came down to the hoop house. We're probably going to go wrap around the children's garden and work our way back out toward the Japanese garden. Just trying to give you a tour of the place today. There's the Treehouse Overlook. So this is what they call a Pennsylvania German forecourt. So that pattern you see right here behind me, that's what this is called. This is how the gardens would have, heirloom gardens and vegetables would have been grown back then in the late 1800s. Okay. Welcome to the sweetest place on earth again. Oh, cool. They have a pretzel maze. Oh wow, there's a lower level to the thing, so the idea is you can walk into the maze and then try to figure a way out. I'm walking in the maze here. And they got these little rocks embedded into the concrete here, so you can just walk around. Like I said, this is a children's area, so it's more for the, you know, kind of keep the kids busy and active. And I'm just going back all around, and then we'll just go around to look at over there real quick, this lower patio area. I guess, I don't know if there's food available down here and you can come and eat down here, or if like school groups bring their, you know, school children, and they can probably have lunch there. I'm sure that's what it is for. So yeah, it's probably just a patio area from the building we were just above. But yeah, this is the terrace, the classroom terrace, shaded classroom terrace, that's what they call it. So it's just another classroom area that they can use. So just when it's a warm day, they can still come over here and cool off and stuff. And this will be the Native American garden. Corn, beans, squash, we know as the Three Sisters. Provide a pole for bean vines to climb. Beans provide essential nitrogen to the corn. Squash vines provide shade to keep the soil moist. Excuse me. So all this eventually will be grown in more, and like I said, the Three Sisters will be there. So just giving you an idea what it looks like. Got milk? As you saw in an earlier video that I did when we went to the Hershey story, they talked about the reason why he chose this town. Because of the fresh milk. Even though nothing is flowering yet, I'm sure there's some stuff that will be flowering. Sorry for my cough. A little beautiful little stone bridge there. The River Bankers Picnic, which we can go to. Okay, Cool. Cool little toadstools. Little gnomes. The garden gnome. Gotta get the garden gnome. And the toadstools. So I'm not sure if this is the Japanese garden yet. No, it's further down. We gotta follow along that way. So, but there's Japanese Stewardia. There's gonna be a lot of pictures in this one. Wow, willow scarlet curls. Wow, it's a willow tree. Love the little bridge here. And the little stool, little table and stool. Maybe I can walk in from behind and get the bridge on this end. Okay. And oh, let me get a picture of the little bridge we just walked over. I can imagine this when it's fully bloomed, how beautiful it's going to look. And like I said, I will be making a return trip. This is more like a part in our construction. They're still working on stuff here. I guess they don't want people down in there. It looks like an atrium, outdoor. They do presentations and stuff here. You could tell from the look of it here. They do outdoor presentations. I can't see what it says off to the distance, but I'm not going to trample on the gardens either, just to go find out. But I'll wait, and we'll get to see it. Oh wow! And that's a representation of, I know the name of that woodpecker. It has the red thing on the top. Pileated. That's a representation of the pileated woodpecker. So, beautiful stone structure. And now we can head out to the Japanese garden next. So you can see it's some stuff is blooming already. I mean, trees. Some are very hardy and stuff. And here we go. You got the picture right there at a certain angle. Yeah, so you can see the words. No, I hope my camera captures it. Okay. I love how it still has like a park-like feel. I can imagine the Hersheys strolling through these gardens on a beautiful either spring or even summer day, you know, when they're done going to church or whatever they did after, you know. But it looks like it's an amazing place. Okay, so oh, giant sequoias. Oh, the Japanese garden is that way. And then this is, we'll walk through here first because this is probably going to take the longest out of everything to do. This is the ornamental grass gardens. Wow. This is just simply gorgeous. Like I said, I can't wait to see this when it's all the color and all the blooming and is done doing all that, and enjoy that's called fountain grass, what you're looking at beside here. I just saw a little information stake, as I call it. Wow, look at this. This is called the Arboretum Trail. So we will do the Arboretum Trail. Hopefully my battery will last long enough for the whole tour. It says only normally about a mile, which would probably take half an hour if you just walked it and not paid attention to what's going on around you and see the beautiful trees and the flowers. But like I said, at this moment, at the beginning part of the and actually I could have saved that ticket because I purchased it early enough where I could have kept it and just waited until the summer months, and then came when it was more fuller, more color and stuff. You know, in a couple of weeks maybe even stuff will start, you'll see more color. Wow. But this is beautiful. I mean, it's going to be even more beautiful once these trees have their leaves and everything looks a lot more greener and the way it should. I happen to be doing a friend a favor, so because they're over at Hershey Park. It's a little too chill for me for that, too early and too cool to be at Hershey today. Gorgeous day, don't get me wrong, but I like it when it's a little bit warmer, and this is only early April, so they did offer me a ticket as well, so it wasn't like, okay, I'm just driving them up, you know. So oh, I see what it does. Okay, it just hooks on back up to the main trail. So, I mean, I might have to backtrack a little bit once I get on the main trail as well. So I'm just giving you a view from the Arboretum Trail here, which is just plain old gorgeous. I mean, no matter what. There's private homes to my right as well. So I know they might have student homes here, because I know Hershey owns a lot of, Milton Hershey School owns a lot of property as well. We were right next to Catherine Hall, which is, I believe, the middle school? Middle school or the high school? No, it's the middle school. High school is down the main campus. So Catherine Hall is the middle school for Hershey Middle School, and we're right across from it. There you go. So, as you can see, it just did a nice little loop. So after having done the loop trail over there, I backtracked a little bit. It wasn't much. It's about to where that bench is, where you can see the little bridge over there. That's where it ends at, around there. Over there there's a labyrinth right up ahead. And just give you another angle here and perspective. It looks like this does another loop again, and then we'll be coming down that way again. We'll be going that way eventually. So this is the rock garden. Lots of rocks. Hey, there's some color. There's some color. Lilies? No? Not hyacinths. Could be hyacinth. Usually they identify what it is, but I'm not doing such a good job. And this is the what's known as the labyrinth. Simply walk the path slowly with a quiet mind. It's for meditation and reflection. So you can just start where, I guess you have to start here. And release any negative thoughts I don't want to kind of give it away, but so you can see my feet. It is very zen-like, I would say. All it is just a circle with a painted pattern, but it's what it symbolizes. And if it was a true labyrinth, it'd have, like when you go into those glass mazes or mirrors, house of mirrors, it would be similar to that. And you'd have to figure out which way to go. But I think they made this pretty easy because it's supposed to be more peaceful and you're supposed to just relax and let your thoughts, whatever that's bothering you or whatever, just melt away. And now we're centered. And then normally you would walk back and go back to the beginning, but I'm not. And like I said, we came off that just a bit ago. So let's continue walking around. There's a Norway Spruce. I'll try to identify stuff as I see it. Pink Trium daffodils, that's what they were. The yellow ones, I believe, were daffodils that we saw over there by the labyrinth. Beautiful. Look at that. They're starting to, looks like they're starting to bloom or ending their bloom. One of them two. I can't tell. But while I'm here, let me see if I can get a picture real quick. There's blue spruce. I always love that color. There's Oriental Spruce. Sorry for the noise in the background. They are doing the grounds crew. Somehow I managed to. This is not the first time I've encountered that, so. Oh, he stopped. Yeah, they're doing some trimming. They're probably taking out a stump or something. The grounds crew. But I couldn't have asked for a more gorgeous day. I couldn't ask, other than the little being a little breezy, you know. We're on a hill here, so yeah, there they are, the daffodils, I think. Crocus. And like I said, we were coming up over there. So, but instead of reconnecting back down, that's all it does is a loop. Dense jade tree. It's the mother tree, they call it. This thing right there is the mother tree. Wow. You can pause to read that. I'll take a picture as well. Yep, so this is, let me get that first. And then there's the, let me get a picture, better picture this way out of the sun. And I'll do a close up there. And go back to, so this is the garden cottage at the Hershey Gardens. I'm sure guests would have stayed here, and it looks like it's actually currently closed. Not allowed to go inside anymore. It's just more for show. And obviously they have their own little, oh, there's another area in the back there. See? Sometimes you gotta explore. Okay, I didn't see there's a little path here. Oh, it's actually off limits right now too. They have it closed, so we can't go back there, but we got a view of it. I'm surprised they have that closed. They should be able to let people come back here and check this out, because there's another statue over there, and I'm going to try to bring it close up to the statue as best as I can without getting too blurry. This is the closest we're allowed to go to this little private garden area back here, and then there's another little building behind there. Not sure, I don't know, like might have been like a in-law quarters, as they call them, or just maybe to keep equipment up there and stuff like that, to keep the gardens. Let me bring you back to normal view. So I don't know which way to, I'm going to go back around and finish almost going the circle. Now that was the Hershey Park train. I just heard the small, I heard the whistle of the train over there at the park. The other one was the freight train going by. Okay, so I could have taken where those people are going. It's another way to go, and came up that way, but I wanted to show the, almost like we're coming full circle. And I could hear the kids and adults or whatever enjoying themselves in the park today on this beautiful, gorgeous opening day. Well, actually it opened yesterday, but I would call it really the opening weekend over there at Hershey Park. And as promised, I'm gonna do the full loop around the garden, around the Swan Lake here, and we could see the boy with the boot again. This is really interesting, very beautiful place. Like I said, I can just picture the blooms and everything, the roses, the rose garden here, being in full bloom. And like I said, I will be making a return trip sometime either later this spring or in the early summer to see any changes that have occurred with, because by then most flowers and stuff are, the trees will have, they're green again. Like I said, this is early spring, so Polynesian punch. That's the type of rose that is. It's called the Polynesian punch. So there are different varieties of roses here. Auguste Renoir. And we're walking around the Swan Lake again. Like I said, I promised that I would do a walk around the little lake here, ending the video here. And back there's the conservatory again. It is a beautiful property though. Like I said, I can't wait to see this in its full majesty. Here we go again.